Shalom, Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, the 12 tribes scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. Okay, we give all praises, like always, first and foremost, to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Quadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world through ignorance calls Yahweh or Jehovah or God. Okay, Yahweh means He exists, He to be. Bahasham, in the name of Yahweh Shai, He saves, He delivers, who the world through ignorance calls, okay, Jesus Christ or Yeshua. Okay, Yahweh Shemel Shai are the true names you must call upon in these last days to be delivered. And I want to give double honor to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone, and peace and mercy, okay, to the rest of the men, women, and children whom the Heavenly Father will have mercy in these last days. Okay, and much respect to you brothers out there in the highways and hedges putting in work, man. Okay, standing boldly, okay, for the 100% doctrine of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And real quick, there's a brief lesson going into Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, which Deuteronomy that's I believe that the Hebrew is the barium. Matter of fact, let me get it. Let me get it real quick. Get my notes. This is the barium. Okay, this is Deuteronomy. It's da the barium, which means words. Okay, the yam makes it plural. The second book of the law. Okay, because what Yahweh Shemel Shai does, he he repeats, man, because our people they're stiff necked, so there has to be repetition. Okay, for example, the dietary law. Okay, Leviticus the 11th chapter, and Deuteronomy the 14th chapter. Okay, it's pretty much repetition. Okay, so real quick, this is Deuteronomy 20, the laws of warfare. Now, how can we apply the laws of warfare? Okay, from the law, okay, into a spiritual meaning, man, because we are a spiritual man. Okay, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Okay, spiritual. Just type in spiritual. Okay, because Yahweh Shemel Shai said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. We're not supposed to be, getting firearms, getting a Glock 17, assault rifles. Nah, man. That's not the way, okay, to receive victory, man. The only way to receive victory is through Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, through wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So there's First Corinthians 2 and 15. But ye that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Now, when you do your homework, when you do research, the word judge, okay, simply means to examine, man. Okay, a spiritual man, he examines all things. Okay, and a spiritual man is able to tell the difference between good and evil. Okay, what to do, what not to do, what to say and what not to say, man. Okay, that's known as a spiritual man. An example of being spiritual. Okay, I want to get the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 15 and 3. Okay, when Yahushua said, matter of fact, let me get this one first. There's a scene in the scriptures, I am the bread. Okay, where if you're a carnal man, okay, and you have a man of the Lord that tells you, look, Yahushua is the bread. Well, you're gonna bug out, man. What do you mean he's the bread? Do I have to eat him? Do I have to consume his flesh? No, it ain't talking about carnal matter, man. Carnal things. Okay, it's speaking about. Okay, we're gonna get it right now in Sirach 15. Okay, it says John 6:35, and Yahushua said unto him, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. So this is a dark saying, man. Okay, or in other words, a parable. Okay, a very very dark saying, and in other words, this is a code, man, that only the elect, okay, can decipher. Because that bread that Yahushua is speaking about here in John 6 and 35, that's what? Here in the Sirach, man. Okay, Yahushua is referencing, okay, Sirach, the 15th chapter. This is Sirach 15 and 3, with the bread of understanding, you see? So he that believeth on me, he that eats of my bread, okay, you got to get the understanding, man, of what? Of the scriptures. Shall she feed him, and wisdom is also like unto a she, man. Okay, like unto a woman, okay, like unto your mother who feeds you, man. You see that? Because a mother always cares for his children, man. You see that? And that's a very spiritual significance here in Sirach 15 and 3. But at the same time, it's also a stumbling block to a lot of carnal men. Okay, and carnal man, okay, like it says here real quick. Okay, those I think it's in Romans. It says for to Romans 8 and 7, for to be carnally minded is death, man. Right, man. To have those wicked thoughts, man. Being uh how you say that word? Being over righteous, so to speak, being over righteous, being over wicked. You see everything in a carnal sense, man. Okay, that's not good, man. You have to have a balance and look at things spiritually. For example, right now we just read John. What was it? The sixth chapter when it spoke about when Yahushua spoke about that he is the bread. Okay, that bread is symbolic to the understanding. Okay, of who he is, of who Yahweh Shem Yahushua is. So again, going back, where was I? This is Romans 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. So we were commanded to be a spiritual soldiers, man. Okay, because the carnal mind, right? And those of you who have firearms, who think that they're gonna take down Esau with his own blessing, well, guess what? Yahweh Shem Shai said through Paul, okay, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. Right, and now that law, man. Okay, though we're not subject to it. Okay, we're in grace, so to speak. Okay, it doesn't give us license to sin, but we have to judge all things in a spiritual matter, man. That's the only way to bring down Esau Edom. So again, because the carnal mind is enmity. Okay, the word enmity, and we get that it says rivalry or rival or against. Okay, antagonist, right? When you watch a movie, you have who? Protagonist, antagonist. The protagonist would be the spiritual form, and the antagonist is the that who opposes against that the protagonist. You see, against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So when you read Deuteronomy 20th chapter, and you use that chapter to justify into going to war with Esau Edom, okay, hey, you're not being spiritual, man. You're being carnal. So again, let me go back to John 6 and 35. And Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. So Yahushua is like unto water, because water is what? A liquid. When you're thirsty, you drink water. Okay, and it's also symbolic to what? To wine. Wine is also like unto liquid. You see, so when you go back here to Sirach 15 and 3, it says what? With the bread of understanding shall she feed him and give him the water of wisdom to drink. You see that? So when you go back to John the 6th chapter, when Yahushua spoke about bread and water, or you being thirsty, okay, that's speaking about the scriptures, man, feeding your mind with the spiritual water, okay, with the spiritual bread. You see that? So when you go back here to the topic of the lesson, Deuteronomy 20, okay, the Bar Yam. This is 20 and 1. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and now we're in a spiritual battle, man. We're in a spiritual battle, a spiritual war. Let's get Ephesians give me a second. First chapter, no, sixth chapter. It says, well, Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, and again, the word brethren in the Greek is adelphos, which is Israelite brothers. So these different letters of Apostle Paul, okay, to the Galatians, they're specifically okay given only to Israelites, man, Israelite foreigners, whether you're from tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Gad, Issachar. Okay, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh. Okay, now does that mean you have to go, go to eBay or Craigslist and invest maybe a couple of thousands of dollars to buy you a samurai gear, okay, Spartan gear, your shield, your sword. Okay, now that's spiritual, man. It says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Now, the word devil is deceiver, okay, which goes into what? Deception, Esau's witchcraft, his lies, man. Okay, the devil is a lie, okay, and that's symbolic to Esau. He does his lie. That's how he was able to conquer, so to speak, the nations, man, through his blessing, the sword. Part of Esau's sword, part of Esau's blessing, okay, it's carnal, man. Everything that Esau does is carnal. Okay, it says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Now, the word wiles, okay, it says engaños in Spanish, engaños. Okay, going back to the word deceived. Okay, when you go into Matthew, the 24th chapter, okay, it says, no matter of fact, Salakia, Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, where it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that men of sin be revealed, a trick or stratagem intended to ensnare or deceive, beguiling or playful trick," right? Just like the serpent beguiled Eve, okay, with his witchcraft. But that's for another lesson, okay? Or playful trick, right? So you got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to stand against the tricks of Esau, man. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You see, when you go back to Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, okay, which we're about to read that right now, okay, Deuteronomy 20th chapter, that goes into flesh and blood, man. That goes into carnal means, you see. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, right? Speak about the Illuminati, okay, the elites, okay, the witches or the warlocks, man. Okay, we're battling a spiritual warfare, you see, against spiritual wickedness in high places, you see. So you could apply Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, to Galatians, the 6th chapter, okay, from carnal to spiritual, man. Okay, it says Deuteronomy 21, when you go to battle, when you go as to battle against your enemies, and who are the enemies of the Israelites, simply read Psalms 83. "And see horses and chariots and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them." Now the agent horses, obviously are the animals, different elephants, different animals, man, that back in the ancient world they were used for war, man. Okay, but now the modern day chariots, the modern day horses, okay, it's Esau's weapons, man. His tanks, his helicopters, his AI, specifically his artificial intelligence, his super soldiers, man. And a people more than thou, right? And Esau and these nations compared to the elect, okay, starting with the tabernacle of David, they're more than us, man. You see, be not afraid of them. So we were commanded not to be afraid, okay, of our enemies. For Yahweh your power is with you, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. Now, you can link Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, to Exodus 15. What is it? Exodus 14 and 14. Okay, all we have to do, brothers and sincere sisters, who are also fighting this spiritual war, okay, is to just kick back, man. Kick back, relax, do what you gotta do, teach the scriptures, man. That's all you gotta do. Pray fast. You don't have to go out there to protest, no rioting or looting, man. None of that. Just be patient. This is Exodus 14 and 14 in the NLT. The Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. See, so we were commanded in Exodus, the 14th chapter and the 14th verse, to stay calm, okay, when we go against, okay, Esau, Edom, and the rest of these other nations, man, spiritually, okay, because different nations have their own gods, their own philosophies, man, which they transform into what, into demons, man, okay, imaginations, okay, that if you're not careful, that if you don't have the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, you're gonna get deceived, and then you're gonna start bugging out, man. You're gonna go astray, okay, to the slaughter. It says, "For Yahweh your power is with you, which brought you up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto the battle," okay, and we are in the battle, man. Okay, there's a spiritual warfare 24/7. That the priests, and who are the priests? The priests today, they're the leaders of Israel, okay, starting with the elders, apostles at Great Millstone. That the priests shall approach and speak unto the people, and who are the people? The Israelites, okay, and it tells you that in verse 3, and shall say unto them, "Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts be faint." You see, so we were commanded to not be faint, man. Faint-hearted. Okay, let's get a precept. Sirach. What is it? Sirach, the second chapter, man. Okay, we're still in the flesh. Even the strongest men in Israel today, there's times where, probably has a little bit of anxiety here and there, man, but it's normal, man. We're in the flesh. We gotta keep praying. We gotta keep staying strong, man. Let's say Rag 2 and start at what is it? 2 and 12. Woe to the fearful hearts, or woe be, and the word woe, okay, simply means destruction, man, or misery. So misery be to the fearful hearts, and the heart is speaking about your mind, and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth to waste. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, right? For he doesn't believe, therefore shall he not be defended, right? So you could apply Sirach, the second chapter, the 12th verse on down to Deuteronomy 20. Okay, when you're in this truth, man, when you're in this spiritual battle, expect a lot of setbacks, man. Expect a lot of demonic attacks, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, man. Okay, but that doesn't mean you have to be in that woe is me spirit, man. Because that's something you learn as a young brother, a young sister. You can't be in that woe is me spirit, man, or it's gonna get worse. You gotta, like it says in Job, okay, gird up your loins like a man. You see, it says, "And it shall be," so like your verse 3, "and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts be faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them." Right? We're not supposed to be afraid of Esau's technology, Esau's vaccines, Esau's RFID microchips, okay, which is the mark of the beast. "For Yahweh is your power, is he that goeth with you, to fight for you against your enemies, to save you," man. See, so that's ultimately the conclusion, man, of the whole matter. Okay, going back to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, "Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man." Okay, and through keeping the commandments and the faith of Yahweh Bashim Shai, we are going to be protected, man. See, verse 5, "And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that has built a new house, and has not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it." Right, which that goes more into I think that's in the gospel, where it speaks about he that loveth the riches of this world, he that has his mind in this world, man. Okay, pretty much you're not gonna make it, man. You have to be, okay, 100%, okay, in this truth. See, "And what man is he that planted a vineyard, and has not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that has betrothed a wife, and has not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her." And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, "What man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted," man? So there's a question for you, brothers, man. Okay, what man, okay, in the nation of Israel now, in this year 2021, year of hastening the return of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What men of you are fearful and faint-hearted, man? Okay, who of you have that woe is me spirit, man? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint, as well as his heart, man. So, hey, man, it's not good to have a brother in that woe is me spirit, man, because he could transfer that energy to you, man. You see, so if anybody's faint-hearted, man, yeah, you gotta pray, man. You gotta examine yourselves, okay? And I speak first and foremost for myself, man. There's times, that I have been in that spirit, man. That woe is me spirit, being faint-hearted, man. But you have to keep battling, man. You have to keep praying, reading, man. Okay, do something productive, man. Because if you stay, down, sitting down too long, man, you stay in one spot for too long, man. These demons are gonna start, beating you up, man. You see, and it shall be when the officers have made an end of speaking unto them, unto the people, which are the Israelites, that they shall make captains of the armies to lead the people. And now we have these, we have captains, man. We have so to speak, generals or leaders, which it starts where in New York, the elders apostles. Okay, out there in the elders in Connecticut. Okay, in Texas, here in California. Okay, all throughout the world, man, we have the leaders, man, and these are the spiritual leaders of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that's going to lead us, brothers and sisters, to victory, man. Now, I want to get an example here in Joshua 8, okay, of warfare. This is Joshua 8 and 1. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear not, neither be thou dismayed, right? And this is a leader, man. Joshua, our forefather, he was a leader, man. Okay, he was so to speak, they call him, what is it, a general, okay, one of the top officials, man, of the nation of Israel. Fear not, neither be thou dismayed, right? And Joshua, he also had that, not that woe is me spirit, but he had that anxiety spirit, man, because it happens to all brothers. But you still have to pray to Yahweh Shai that he saves you, that he delivers you. Neither be thou dismayed. Take all the people of war with you and arise, right? So Yahweh Shai is only going to choose the men of war, man. Those who are able to endure the spiritual warfare, man. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna call a weak spirit, okay, to his army. Okay, matter of fact, let me get that in Proverbs. Okay, weak, faint, Proverbs. It says, Proverbs 24 and 10. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Okay, and we are in those days of adversity, man. Okay, which adversity, or being to be adverse, that's the time of spiritual attack. By who? By Satan, man. Which the word Satan, Shaitan, means adversary. Okay, so going back to Joshua 8 and 1. I have given into Salakia. Take all the people of war with you, and arise, go up to Ai. And that's spiritual, man, because the AI, okay, in these last days, that's symbolic to Esau's technology, man, which is what artificial intelligence. So that's spiritual, man. See, I have given into your hand the king of Ai, okay, and his people and his city and his land. And thou shalt do to Ai and her king as thou didst unto Jericho and her king. Only the spoil thereof and the cattle thereof shall ye take for a prey unto yourselves. Lay thee an ambush for the city behind it. So Joshua arose and all the people of war. So these are tactics, man. You see, to go up against Ai. And Joshua chose out of 30,000 mighty men of valor. You see, Joshua didn't get 30,000 men of war is me spirit, man. Nah, he chose, okay, out of Israel 30,000 mighty men of valor. You see, which those 30,000 men have multiplied to what? 144,000, man, and sent them away by night, right? Which these are what? The special forces, man. Okay, because even when you study Esau's army, his military, okay, his special forces, when do they mainly attack? During the nighttime. You see, their Navy SEALs, their buds. You see, basic underwater demolition. You see, and he commanded them, saying, behold, ye shall lie in wait against the city. You see that again, you gotta lay wait, be patient. You see, even behind the city, go not very far from the city, but be ye all ready. You see, we have to be ready, man, for the time of war. Okay, the time when Esau's gonna roll on the man of Yahweh Shemiel Shai. But be ye all ready. Okay, he didn't say, oh, just 15,000 men be ready. He didn't say, okay, I just want the leaders to be ready. No, he said, be ye all ready, man. And I and all the people that are with me will approach unto the city, and it shall come to pass when they come out of the city against us, as at the first, that we will flee before them. For they will come out after us till we have drawn them from the city. For they will say, they flee before us as at the first. Therefore we will flee before them. Then shall then ye shall rise up from the ambush. So there's gonna come a point where when Esau rose up on the man of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, going back to Isaiah the 66th chapter. Okay, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against man. That's that ambush, man. Okay, that's the ambush to Esau Edom. He's gonna be caught unawares, man. Brothers are gonna get spiritual powers. Okay, brothers are gonna confound Esau Edom, man. You see, the chariots are gonna come on the scene. Michael the archangel. Okay, you see that? It says, then ye shall rise up from the ambush and seize upon the city, for Yahweh Shemiel Shai, your power will deliver it into your hand, man. So Yahweh Shemiel Shai, he's going to deliver, okay, so-called white men, Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathens into our hands, man. And it shall be when ye have taken the city, that ye shall set the city on fire, man. Okay, and that's gonna happen, man. This whole Babylonian system, okay, is gonna get burned with fire, man, by the ICBM missiles and the chariots. You see, according to the commandment of the Lord shall ye do. See, I have commanded you. Okay, which that commandment goes back to Deuteronomy 20, where it says what? Verse 10, when thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it. And at this moment, we're fighting Esau Edom spiritually, man. You got brothers in New York, and brothers in Canada, man. Okay, brothers in Italy, brothers in Mexico, all throughout the four winds of the earth, man. We're declaring spiritual warfare against these demons, man. You see, it says, proclaim peace unto it, and it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto you, then it shall be, right? And we're spiritual men, we're peaceful men. But Esau Edom has, he's the one that declared war on us first, man. So that means if he declares war on us first, and we have to not look back, man, we have to actually go against him. You see, like it's commanded in Deuteronomy 20. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto you, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto you, and they shall serve you. And if it will make no peace, right? So going back to Isaiah 48:22, there is no peace unto the wicked, see, which is Esau, but will make war against you, then thou shalt besiege it, man. Okay, so we were commanded to besiege, okay, the so-called white man, which the word besiege, we get that. That's spiritual, man. It says, let me get that real quick. It says besiege, get the definition. So we were commanded, because since Esau Edom has declared war against us, we have to what? Surround them. We have to surround Esau. We have to shut off, surround a place with armed forces in order to capture it or force its surrender, man. So we have surrounded the so-called white man spiritually, man, and he doesn't even know it, man. We have brothers again. We got brothers in Texas. We got brothers in California, brothers in Mississippi, man. Look, Esau Edom's surrounded, man. You see that? So going back to Deuteronomy 20, then thou shalt besiege it, and when the Lord your God has delivered it into your hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. And that's the commandment. Okay, which ultimately that's going to happen when Yahushua delivers his elect and give them spiritual bodies, man. Going back to Jeremiah the 16th chapter, okay, from fishers to hunters, man. It says, but the woman and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, right? So we're gonna take everything that Esau stole, man. Our gold, our silver. See, shalt thou take unto yourself, and you shall eat the spoil of your enemies, which Yahweh Yahushai has given you. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from you, right? We're gonna go throughout Europe, all throughout Mexico and South America, man, Canada, okay, the Caribbean islands, man. We're gonna go all throughout the world, man, to get our Earth back, to get our possessions back. It says, which are not of the cities of these nations. See that? Going down to verse 17, but thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites, the Havitites and the Jebusites, as Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, your power has commanded thee. So these nations, okay, they're symbolic, going back to Psalms 83, which is Esau, okay, Ishmael, Moab, so on and so forth. That they teach you not to do after all their abominations, right? Eating pork, eating bats, eating snakes, getting tattoos. See, which they have done against unto their gods. So should ye sin against Yahweh Shemel Shai? So the reason why our people are still sinning, man, against Yahweh Shemel Shai is because the wicked, okay, starting with Esau, Edom, they're in power, man. You see, the only way to the only way for our people not to sin anymore is until Yahweh Shai comes back and gives us power over the heathen. You see that? So I want to finish the lesson off with 2 Corinthians 10, man. Okay, because this is spiritual warfare. For the weapons, this is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare, we'll start at 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Okay, that's Esau's blessing, man, not ours. You see, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, which when you go into the word imaginations, go into the word intelligence, okay, it goes back to demons, okay, casting out all these demons, man, all these strongholds, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. See that? So there you go, man. Just the spiritual significance of Deuteronomy 20, okay, and how we can apply that in a spiritual sense. You know, we are spiritual men, and we're casting down the strongholds of Esau, okay, through the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shai. With that, I want to say Shalom.